Yeah. We're having that child this year. We're marrying that wife this year. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Jaywon is in the building, so drum roll. What's up, man?
I'm alright, man. Even Corona cannot stop us this year.
Even Corona cannot stop us this year. We're getting it.
Corona has got nothing on us this year.
Nothing at all, man. Thank you for coming to Bouqui'S place, man.
My pleasure, man. Thank you so much, Big Sis, for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Anytime, man. Your song remains my anthem. That song, wow. I know you have many new songs, but that song remains my anthem. This year, we're making money. We're married. The only one I said was Oko. I said only one Oko. Only one Oko, not many.
Only one Oko. I know, right?
Yeah. I know. Welcome to Bouqui'S place. Let me give you the lowdown. So this craziness is going on around. Everybody is distracted. Everybody is afraid. Everybody is unhappy. People have lost their jobs. People have lost their identities. They've had that identity for so long. They've been a banker. They've been a lawyer. They've been a this and that. And now it's shut down. So they have to reinvent. They have to start from the beginning. And people are dying. People are committing suicide because where do they want to start from? So I bring people that I know have that story that, you know, in spite of everything that happened, they made it. And I know your story is real. Chubaba is in the building. Listen, I'm going to call you. You're my guest next week. Listen, man. I want you to know that a lot of people need encouragement. A lot of people need, you know, their heads to be lifted high. This is not the time for fluff and all that. This is the time for real people, you know. So we bring people on here, you know, it's a radio show in LA, but we bring people on here to talk about their own struggles. So you start from the beginning and then we'll take it from there. Start from where you were born.
I always even tell my youth, you know, the younger ones, that, you know what, it's coming this far is not a lot of times when I want to talk about it, I always get emotional, you know, from where I'm, you know, having to come from where I came from, you know, it's always very, very emotional for me because it's crazy. It's so much to talk about. If we must really talk about it, and
let's talk about it.
Sincere, and we have to be sincere with it. There's so much, too much to talk about. Too much. So you just tell me, what part do you want to hear? Where do you want me to
You know what?
From? And
you start from the beginning. Start from the beginning and then we'll proceed. Start from where you were born and then we'll proceed, you know? And we'll follow your lead.
Okay. Everybody knows I'm from Kogi State, and I'm from a family of 4, which I'm number 3, and I'm raised by a single mom. And you already know what it is, what it feels like to be raised by a single mom. So she has to be responsible for everybody. We are 4 boys. Imagine raising 4 kids, not just 4 kids, 4 boys, 4 strong boys, 4 stubborn boys. Because I know I'm very, very stubborn, and my mom is a witness. You know, I'm a witness as well. I'm still proud to be one, even though I don't attend like all the time. And having to come into this industry from a witness family, you know, people be like, there's no connection. You know, it's not as if my dad or my uncle or my grandfather was a musician or no. And then the first person to come to Lagos was my elder brother. He came to Lagos. He had a very bad experience in Lagos. He had an accident. One of his legs was amputated, and he had to come back to Kogi State. And then my mom be like, from then my mom don't want to hear anybody coming to Lagos. So if no, my mom, you must not tell my mom about you coming to Lagos. Coming to Lagos to do what? The same Lagos that your elder brother went to with 2 legs and came back with 1 leg. No, you can't go to Lagos. You know, so I was in school. I was a Federal Polytechnic bidder in Niger State, and after my ND, I moved to Abuja, and then shout out to my people in Nyanya, Karu, Maraba, and the rest. And a lot of people didn't even know I stayed in Abuja for a while. And that was where I started music. But then I'm a Yoruba boy. Everywhere I go to, they appreciate the music, and the only thing they keep telling me is, bro, this your Yoruba music won't sell in Abuja. You need to go to Lagos. But then I was so scared to tell my mom I can't come to Lagos. Nobody wants to hear Lagos, So I had to just keep pushing in Abuja. I was pushing, back then, Mode 9 was still with the Rhythm FM then. He was still doing, he was having his radio show on Rhythm FM then. And this was the time of, this was when people like Jeremiah Kiang was, like, they had the #1 song back then with Star Plus as well. Olufumi was the thing. But everybody, each time I sing, they appreciate it, but they tell me, yo, even Star Plus that started from Abuja, they don't move, go Lagos. They are now always in Lagos. You need to move to Lagos. So I had to carry my stubborn self and sneak and enter Lagos.
Wow.
Okay, now my mom don't care whatever. My mom is the type that always want to provide for you. Like she's that kind of person that wants to give you everything. My mom is the type that will send you your pocket money last week. And if she find out that you finish it this week, even though she'll be mad and angry, she'll still send you another money.
You have space in your family.
So you understand?
You have space in your family.
So now I have to move to Lagos, and I can't tell my mom I'm in Lagos. So apparently, I have to be on my own because she must not know that I'm in Lagos. No family in Lagos. The only auntie I had at that point in time, you cannot go there. They got to do music. Music. Want to do music. Music. No. So, I have to be on the street. And this is not, when I say street, it's not, I mean, you're on the street, you don't have a place to sleep. You don't have a place to stay. You came to Lagos all by yourself. You need to, now, this is, when they say, they use that word, when the reality sets in, that now, you need to provide for yourself. Nobody, you have to, fend for yourself. Clothes, food, then, look for money to go to the studio. So, then I started with a motor boy for pure water, people that do delivery for pure water. Then we normally go from Festac to Satellite Town to Ojo to Okoko, the road Alaba. That is what we do. And then from there, because all these places, you need to look for a job where you can sleep. You just need a job. You need a job where, you can still pass the night. And that was all I was doing from pure water. Then everybody, everybody was a first start back then. Big shout out to people like San Sultan. Big shout out to Tu Baba. And big shout out to W4. A lot of all these people, were the people that all I want to hear is, where is San Sultan today? She's somewhere, she's by the water side, or Two-Face, or which artist is somewhere, where's Blackface, where is Face, where's everybody? I want to see these people. I want to see how they live. I want to see how the way they are. Are they really human being? Are they normal human being? I want to see how, you understand, and I keep going from one place to another. And then I realized that if I must do this thing, I need to come close to Festac Town. And I had to start looking for another job in Amuodofin. And down in Amuodofin, back then there were a lot of party gardens. So I went to this particular one, this particular lady. From the first day I went there, she liked me. They gave me a job. But this particular place, you can't get a place to stay. She will not give you a place to stay. So I had to start talking to other people. I met another friend of mine who was a security, and the security guard, then he had to, he works from night, let's say like from 8 to 7 in the morning. So me and him, we do the security work from 8 to 7 in the morning. They must not meet me there because I'm not the security guard. So I must be the one to wake up very early in the morning to just go anywhere. So once it's 8, we wait for them to close. Once they are closed and they are on their way home, then that is when I can come through. Sometimes if they mistakenly forget something at night, they want to come back, we have to quickly hide so that nobody moves. But to cut the whole story short, with my experience at the party garden, I was working one day back home. I saw another small party garden they were looking for a manager, and then an experienced one. Then they needed at least national diploma. That was when I actually remember I go with that poly now. I get one certificate now. So then I had to quickly go and look for my certificate. Immediately they saw me, and I told them that I was once working with another party garden. Those ones employed me. In between that time, I stopped working at that other place. I've not resumed in this other new one. And they said it was going to take like another, and that other place that place people are rushing in. So if you are giving space, another person will replace you. So it took me like another 2 months for me to resume in this my new job. So now I have to look for something else to do in these 2 months. That was the first time in my life I joined Downfall, the conductor. So I did conductor, collect money, even though that was like the craziest job. That was the craziest one I did at that point in time, because sometimes I feel like because the way they drive, the first 1 week was crazy for me, because then sometimes on my own I just cry, and I'd be like, are you not sure it's better you just go back home? This one, if you die, no, but even though your song blow after you die, you are already gone. So you need to be very, so a lot of times on my own, I just cry. But the fact that I always had this thing at the back of my mind, is never going to be easy. If you want to be someone in this life, don't think it will just come. You need to, it comes with it. It comes with pains. It comes with disappointment. It comes with, it comes with tears. It comes with a lot of things. That definitely one day, you will tell that story. That, okay, yes, I'll tell this story. But for you to get there, you need to go through all these things. Luckily for me, they picked me for that job after like 2 months. And then I resumed. And then when I got the job, they needed a security guard. So they asked me to employ the security guard. And I got to know that if you employ the security guard has a place to stay. But you are the manager, you don't have a place to stay. So they're asking you to employ a security guard that has a security house. So I keep lying to my oga that, yes, I will look for. I've not found a security guard. Until my oga's junior brother came to the office and he saw that my load, everything was with the security guard, and I already created the place I'm staying. That one told his elder brother, I need the security guard. Employ a security guard. So he's sleeping there already. So he will not employ the security guard. Let's just forget about employing the security guard. So that was how that was how they just told me that, okay, do you really want to employ the security guard, or do you want to continue staying here? And I said, I'd rather stay. So that was it. And at that point in time, things got a little bit better, because then the hustle small don't change. At that point in time, I had people like Blackface always coming to my place. So that was like when I start getting popular. People be like, that guy, you don't know him, he's Blackface friend, he's Blackface boy. Because Blackface will come to my place, and inside that garden, nobody knows he's even there. I will be right there with him. And the first time, the first time someone actually was nice to me as an upcoming artist was Blackface. And he'd be like, I like your music. I think you should continue with this style of music that you're doing. And so it normally comes to anger, not just anger. Some meetings, it will cause some people to meet him at my place. So, I started getting used to, I was really, really close to him. Like, this person is showing me so much love. But at all this point, my mom did not know where I was. In my mom's mind, she thought I was in Abuja, and I'm doing my IT. So until one day someone snitched on me, and they told her that I'm in Lagos. That particular day, I think everybody in my family my uncle, my auntie, the ones that we don't even talk to, and they said, just if before anything, you need to just start coming to Kogi first. Like come to Kogi first before anything. We don't want to listen to whatever it is. Whatever it is, I said, I'm looking. I was still lying though that I'm doing my IT. I moved my IT from Abuja to Lagos. That my IT, if I move, they will sack me, and they say, yeah, let them sack you, but you need to leave first. And then I had to go. I had to beg everybody to beg my mom that me, I'm very careful. I have the job. I have office work. I still lie. Say I get office work, and I'm not, I don't go to anywhere, and you know me, I don't look for trouble and all that. The whole family begged. That was when I was now allowed to come back to Lagos. All these times, everything was kind of calm, and I shout out to J Slick. J Slick first studio back then, we actually contributed the money. If I'm not mistaken, I paid major part of the money for the first studio, to start a studio for him. And because he was always coming to the place and say, Baba, we need money to buy monitor today. Baba, we don't buy monitor. We don't buy this, we don't buy table. We need one cord. How much is the cord? They'll say, run at 2.5, I'll be 1.5. We'll pay today, And then it's like, okay, yes, so, and so now we build this studio together. After this studio, we'll do your album, you don't try and all that. So shout out to J Slick. That is one of the few people that, we started together. We are still very, very cool. Some don't jackpot, we don't even know where some people do again. It's crazy. But if I don't talk about this story, I just in my own head, or when I'm trying to sleep, I just still go back and think about it, like how you take even Wakari's here. Because the thing to me, and now I'm talking about it, it's not looking like it's just like 6 months or 3 months. And all these things I'm telling you, it took me like 3 to 4 years or to 5 years. And for all these things, this thing is not in between 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. It was in between 4 and 5 years. Fashola came, and because of the party gardens on that street, there were too many of those party gardens on that street. It was causing so much traffic. So it shut down all of us. So shutting everybody down, then I don't have any other option than to go back to the streets. Then I started all over again, and I started sleeping in the studio. Big shout out to Jiggy Jack. Jiggy Jack was one that produced Enter the Place and started the craze. So I was right there in the studio when he was producing that song. I actually forgot. When I came, I was even sleeping in the studio where Kelly Asamoah also produced Maga Don't Pay Shout Hallelujah. I was sleeping in the studio. I was sleeping. It didn't nearly match my head self because it was dark inside the vocal booth. It didn't even know someone was sleeping there because then if you have to be quiet. So it don't nearly match my voice. You say, somebody did here. I say, I did here. He said, who be you? I say, sorry, I'm not going to disturb you guys. I want to record. You need to excuse us. So right there, Jiggy Jack was another person that gave me a place. I was sleeping in the studio wing, and people like Achievers, Ozzy was always coming to the studio. Shout out to Tony Tetula. That was where I met Tony Tetula for the first time. Tony Tetula was so interested in my craft. He wanted to sign me so bad. Shout out to Yemi, that's Tony Tetula's boy. He was always, talking about me. If he's coming to the studio, he will even call me. Bolowa, I'm in the studio. Jaywon in the studio, And it was driving in Jiggy Jack's studio that a lot of things changed. San Sultan heard my song. That was a particular song me and one of my guys, Rapper Tuala was his name back then. We did a song together. San Sultan heard the song. He loved the song so much. He helped us to jump on the song. And from that song, a lot of things changed. And everyone in Fresh Start started talking about that guy, Jaywon. So at that point in time, Two-Face will come to the studio. He say, where is that Yoruba boy? They'll say, yeah, they say Jaywon. They'll say, allow him. So at the point, everybody starts showing me so much love. Shout out to Rocksteady. All these people, when they come to the studio, once they see me, they ask me to come to the studio. The day Two-Face asked me to enter the studio, the whole first stack got that information that Two-Face allowed Jaywon enter. Jaywon, my name, then everybody called me Jaywon back then. Two-Face allowed Jaywon to enter the studio. And so all these little things Like it's nothing to some people, but the story keeps spreading. Everybody keep talking about it. That Jaywon in the studio with Two-Face. Not be say he feature me for song. Not be say whether we are recording the song together. But the fact that I'm allowed to be in that studio and I'm allowed to hang out with them and have a conversation with them changed everything. And I got my first collaboration. I was paid 2,500. That was a lot of money for me then. That was a lot. And even me then, I was not collecting money. I was not doing collab. People everybody, my friends, people that were on the street together, were homeless together. All of them are saying, you see that Sultan is showing him love. Two-Face is showing him love. He's blackface boy. So everybody start to pick interest. I quickly go and feature him before he will blow. So then I was doing it. Then another friend of mine, his name is Henry Knight. Now one day that one said, so all this song you are doing it for free. I say, nah, I'm free now. He say, me I already do my own free. I say, how? So you are coming artists, they collect money for another upcoming artists. And he said, Indobi. That time he could say, Indobi upcoming artists, so he not pass all those levels. I say, okay. So me too, I try. One guy, one feature me, I say, guy, you give me money. That one too. It be like magic. I say, yeah, Baba, make I give you now. I give you 2.5. And he paid. It was as if I used Juju to talk. Like I used Juju to talk to the guy. And the guy, he paid me the money. It was as if they paid me 2 million naira because that was like the first money. It felt like that was like, so I can actually make I can make small money from music because the rest, all my salary, all the money I was getting, I was using all of them to go back to the studio. I was practically wearing almost the same clothes. But I was saving money to go to the studio. I would save money. Then, first of all, is that you are paying for a full section or half section. There's nothing like say somebody will just know. First of all, before you pay producer, you pay because the money for the producer and the money for the studio is two different money. You pay producer separate and you pay producer separate and pay the studio section separate. So all the money I was doing is to go to the studio. There was no any money for flex. So then it was, maybe girlfriends or people that just like me that would even buy me clothes. I could remember there was a particular girl that was always buying me clothes. And we're just friends. That was always buying me clothes because even at that point in time, me and Iledare brother was sounding alike. Iledare brother does not like me, but she like me. She was always, buying me clothes and showing me love and supporting me. So all this time, I was still sleeping in the studio. I do not have a house. There's no any. If you go out, go back to show. Sometimes you go out for a show and come back to the studio. The studio is locked. You go back to that show and wait till daybreak. Then you come back to when the studio is open. Because once the studio is locked, it's locked. The studio that is locked, they lock us inside though.
Wow.
When they lock, that is what they always do. They lock us inside. So sometimes once you are outside, you are locked outside. So you have to go back to that. I don't want to forget. There are just too many things to talk about. There are too many things to talk about.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead. We're listening.
You see how we used to pay. You got to pay money for carnivals to perform. You have to pay because it was as if every upcoming artist that was come to Lagos must come to Festac first. Not like now, everybody's coming to Lekki. Those days, if you are not coming artist, you are coming to Lagos, Festac. If you are not coming artist, coming to Lagos, Festac. So, and Festac is where everything happens. All the carnivals. Yeah, you have to pay. If you are not paying, you are not performing because there are too many. The list is long. Everyone is coming from different places, and shout out to this particular Black. His name is called Black Jesus. He relocated to America now. That was like the first set of people that was showing me so much love. It was a very strong guy in Festac. Then everybody they fear him. So at the point, once Black Jesus is part of any carnival, I know I'm performing. you know, at least they will give me small VIP. You know. And how did I meet Black Jesus? I was going to perform, I think 21 Road Carnival then. And then I've been at the backstage, struggling to get on stage, you know, begging and giving my CD and jumping and begging everybody. Nobody answered me. And then it was the one that, you know, no, I think it was after. No. It was after. So they called me. Imagine like you've been struggling to perform for like hours. Then when they now finally called you to come and perform, the excitement that they don't call me. I was rushing to the stage. I didn't know, and there was, you know, all these gutter that they use wood, that they use wood to, you know, to demarcate so that you can pass. And sometimes the wood is now rotting. So the excitement that they just called me, I didn't look. I was just rushing to the stage. Instead of me to look very well, carefully on that wood, I didn't look. I went and matched the wrong side of the wood. I got straight to, and very big gutter. Everybody, you know, that 21 Road gutter. As of then, I don't know if it's changed now. Very big. I went straight, like almost half of my body was inside that gutter. You know that gutter now. You know? So at that point in time, even if they give me the whole stage to perform, the fans will be the one to run away because of the smell. So right there, I was just there crying because there was nothing I could do. You know, even the people that could help you, everyone, the smell would not even. It took a while before good people could, some people could actually, this guy could die there if we no help him. You know, it was during this period, you know, that now got help from people, you know, and normally now the disease spread, you know, so some people now start to pity the boy, you know, and from there, I think that was where I met. That was where me and Black Jesus started getting closer. We became friends. And any show at all, Black Jesus is always there for me. Any show, once they hear, Black Jesus, Jaywon is Black Jesus' boy. Nobody wants to go there. Everybody will hands up. Another incident. I was how I met this guy called Razor. Razor was once with Beat FM Lagos. He's now the one handling Beat FM.
Oh, Razor, yeah. That's my boy, yeah.
Thank you. So at that point in time, once I just hear any DJ name, his name is DJ. He's a DJ. I'll collect his number. So I have too many DJ's number or OAP's number on my phone that I've never met. I don't know them. But once I hear your name is a DJ or you are an OAP, I'll collect your number. I don't know you. So there was a show that he was the MC.
Did you ever come to my show on Echo FM, Bouqui'S place on Echo FM?
No. I didn't. But he's still on. He's still on.
No.
Okay. So I was backstage and begging normally in a normal style, begging to perform. You know. But that day, according to Razor, he said I dress well. I look like an artist. And first tag, there's always this rivalry in first tag. You know, even the big artists that we see, they're always, you know, no, I'm bigger, I'm this, I'm that. So that was what was happening that day that actually worked in my favor. I think one artist was supposed to go before an artist. One was saying, no, I'll go before you. No, you go before me. And then the MC be like, what is wrong with you guys? Somebody should just go. So they were not ready. And Razor walked up to me and said, you've been here for a while. You look like an artist. I said, yes, I'm an artist. He said, can I have your CD? I said, yes, this is my CD. He said, what is your name? I said, my name is Jaywon. He said, if I put you on now, will you perform? I said, yes, I've been there. This is why I've been there. Then he said, give the DJ your CD. You are going now. And he called me. And after performing, the whole place went crazy. And he came backstage and said, you have a very good song. What station? It was with Metro. It was with Metro.
Yeah.
So I think it went from Metro to Unity FM, which is now radio, which moved from Unity to Radio Continental to Mass FM now. So he said, I like your music. Give me your song. I'll play it. Where is your phone? I said, this is my phone. And then he typed his number and he dialed it, then his name came out. And he said, you have my number. I said, no. I thought he was angry, like he was angry at me. I said, I did not have no. He said, my number is on your phone. I said, I don't know. I don't know. He said, this is my number. I said, maybe somebody gave me, because at that point in time, I was just collecting people's number. There was another day again that I went for this competition, and I thought I won already, because everybody was already, was already, the ginger was much for Jaywon, and only for them to go and announce the winner, and they now announce the winner. They now announced another person. And now said me, I'm the second, and they said, and the winner was supposed to win 50,000 naira and a fridge. So all this time did you say anything about the second place? So when they said I'm the second place, and I was not wondering, so what is there for me for second place? They said they would give me a hotel room.
For how long? For
just one night, for just the night. I said, hotel room. But everybody thought I won. Like, why hotel room for me? They said that is all they could do. Me, the stupid me, I don't have a place to stay. But because I was angry and stubborn, I left the place. I was at the work. I work out the whole night till daybreak. I cannot forget. Like, imagine that they gave you an hotel room, but because I thought I won, and even everybody was even after the announcement, everybody was mad. Like, why? The stupid me. I work out the whole first start. I work out from till daybreak. When daybreak, that was when I went back to the studio. But thank you for having me talk about all these stories, because a lot of the times, if I check and ask myself, I'd be like, well, you don't really try, because it was not. When I got signed to Kenny's Music, a lot of people said I was Kenny's Music. I'm one of their family member. I'm even their cousin. That was how they got me. So I do not know anybody coming to Lagos. I came to Lagos all by myself. Like, I came to Lagos all by myself. Ijora Badia. Okay, yes. After I stopped working with the pure water company in Satellite Town, I got another job with another pure water company in Ijora Badia. Inside those water, there is, how Ijora, I don't know how Ijora Badia used to be in those days. That the roads were very, very bad. Like, you will carry the pure water, the enter, you will deliver pure water. The brother will deliver pure water in the morning and in the evening. Sometimes in the middle of the night, we do offload and upload container. All these containers that we offload and we don't know what is inside. Sometimes they say it's chemical. We don't know what kind of chemical. We don't know what kind of chemical, All we do is just upload, upload and offload. Those are the things I did. And all those times, what was I doing all this thing for? It was for money for studio. All the money I was making. I know they flex. Even if I must even buy clothes when I go to Orile, what do you call that Orile, the one by that Eleganza. Now boss bend down select now at the buy. You buy them, you wash them by yourself, clean them up, then make sure it looks like a new thing. But even me then, I don't even care how I look. My own is the music, my own is how to get the music out, how to get good music, how to get the best producer to work with. And almost all the producers in Festa, I worked with practically almost all the producers from Spanky to J Sleek. J Sleek was, I started with J Sleek. And to Jiggy Jag. And Jiggy Jag was the one that actually produced what's that song for me again? What's that? Because it was J Sleek that produced the first Iledare. The first Iledare, that was one I featured Sleazy on. And then everything changed. Everything changed for me when shout out to Sleazy. Sleazy is an Edo boy from Edo State. Sleazy came to Lagos Then he featured me on this one of his original song that is already doing well in Edo State, the old Delta area, titled Lanko. He featured me on that song, and he featured Konga on that song as well. And then we shot. Yeah, it was Jiggy Jake that produced that song, I think. They mixed and mastered it as well. And then we shot the video. So the first time I walk on the street, and people would be like, "Is that not the Jaywon guy?" It was that song. So because the video started playing, people started watching it. Music Africa was the thing that time.
Yeah, I
Once the
see.
music is playing, once the music is playing on Music Africa, you know you are doing well. You know, so Music Africa was showing so much love, you know, to Lanko that time. And around that same time, Ray G featured me on another song called Ututu, but there was no video for that one. He featured me and W4 on that song. Then, you know, because all this time, you know, the collaboration started coming little by little from up and coming artists like me to some people that are a little bit popular than me started, you know, featuring me. And rest in peace, Muno. Muno was a friend of mine that while I was still at the garden, you know, I heard somebody talking about they wanted to print a shirt, and I told them because a lot of people come to my place to have a meeting. Two Faces elder brother, Steven and Akidi. A lot of people come to my place to have a meeting. So when I told them, I said, I have somebody that can print this shirt for you, very very good. Oh. They said, they want to print almost 1,000 shirts. Oh. It was for, I think it was for Two Faces MTN tour at that point in time. And then I bet them that my guy is good. Oh. So I got Muno that job. So after getting that job, it felt like I owe this guy something. You know, so we became friends. That's like one of the realest, you know, we lost him last year, and that was one of the realest friends, you know, I had, you know, because even when I left the studio, I moved to his place in Agboju. So a lot of people, if you hear somebody say, Jaywon stay in Agboju, or Jaywon was once staying in Agboju, it was Muno I was staying with in Agboju at that point in time. And then it was still in Muno's house that I met Lizzie that featured me on that Lanko song. Where we discussed about him, you know, he was supposed to pay me for that song that time, you know, but I needed it. I needed, you know, that was like the first time I would be on a song with a big artist like Konga. Konga was, you know, at that point in time, you know, Konga, everybody knew because the guy was one of the hottest artists at that point in time, you know. So it was madness for me. I was so happy to be on that record. And with the way the song was, the kind of airplay that the song was getting that time, Kenny's Music called Sleazy to perform for the at their Kenny's Music Easter Fiesta.
Yeah.
So I did the chorus of that song. There was no way he was gonna go to perform that song without me. So he called me and said, we need to be, you know, I got a call from their management too. They said, you know, at 2 days we could not sleep, all of us. Kenny's Music Easter Fiesta. We are going to perform. They put our
Which one? The one at the beach or the one in Motherland?
Kuramu Beach, 2009. I said, we were not sleeping. We could not wait for that day. You know. So then, shout out to Olus. At that point in time, you know, I met Olus. Olus like my big brother. It was the first another person to pick interest in me. You know, at that point, they had a studio in my too then. So I was always going to Olu's place. He was looking out for me. He gave me a place. I was staying at his place. You know, then his wife is supposed to be from Kogi. You know, so she took very good care of me. So shout out to Auntie Shem. Yeah. So if you hear somebody said Jaywon wants to stay at CBN Estate in Satellite Town, not true. I was staying with Olus at that point in time. So shout out to Olus and the wife and Auntie Shem as well. And if you've seen the video, Iledare video, that was a picture of a military man. You know, that was Auntie Shem's father, you know,
wow,
in that video as well. So, yeah, where was I? So, I was in Satellite Town, and Sleazy was staying in Anthony Village. So, they were waiting for me, and rain now fall that day. You know, how devil they doing work. There was traffic. This traffic from Satellite Town. No, them, they had a car. They were waiting for me. I was inside traffic. You know how Satellite Town, you know, that Ojo road can be sometimes. Inside this traffic. Before I reach Anthony, they could not wait, so they left. So imagine after the suffer, after everything, I believe I got to that house. I did not even, you know, they told me they left. I did not even bother myself. I just removed all the Jankari work that I was wearing, all the I was wearing one big Timberland. I removed everything. I just slept on the bed. It was one of his other brothers that came out and said, Jaywon, you are here. And that is how my people in Edo say come in. Jaywon, what are you doing here? I said, they left. I said, they cannot leave now. You are the one that did the hook of this song now. The performance will not sweet if you do not go with them. I say, I go do now. Me, I like this. And my last card, I take Wakari chair. So there's no way, you know, I can't leave. I can't if I don't have 1 naira. These bros gave me 200 naira. This 200 naira at that time. If I did not want to go before because of that 200 naira, that I know we have like 150 or, you know, some money remaining. So I went. By the time I got there, they were there. They've not even started the show. But you know the fact that it's Kenny's Music Star Fiesta, you have to be there early. And they told you, they give you time. If you're not there early, that even big artists wants to be on the group. You now want to go and do Shakara. So we got there. We were in the car, we're still waiting. 1 hour, 2 hours. We are still waiting. And then big shout out to Iledare of Africa. Big shout out to
Iledare, man. Shout out to Iledare.
Jeddy, they were the 2 people, you know, emceeing. They were the 2 people anchoring the, you know, they were the one leading the stage. So I was looking from a back. I just want to look, you know, but looking and I saw some more coming at this performing. You know, like I can do better than this guy now. This one come. I can do better than this one now. So I started to feel like, no, all these people performing. Me, I have my own song. This one I came to perform with Lizzy, but I have my own song. So I saw Tunde Peters was there as well. The Makinde was there. And I told Makinde, I said, Makinde, you can talk to these people. I should be able to perform my own song too. He said, no, these people, they have ways of doing that, you know. I don't want to offend anybody here. Let them not cancel our main performance. Stubborn me, I did not listen. I was looking for corner. Because I have my way of just entering people. And finally, one person said, what is wrong with this boy? Okay, which song do you want to perform? What song, Seth? I said, Baba, see my song now, see. So yeah, somebody go and tell the DJ, let them play his music, let this boy let us rest. Sometimes I tell people, I say, one of the best things that can ever happen to you as an entertainer, as a talented person, is to treat every opportunity equal. Every opportunity, both the big and the small one, they are important. They are as important as each other.
Yeah.
So you need to take them, take them serious. Don't look down on any opportunity. Right there, they gave me the opportunity to get on that stage for 2 minutes. I was on that stage for 4 minutes. And it was as if the crowd, they were waiting for me. It was as if this is the person we came here to come and watch. I performed Feel a Bed. That was the Feel a Bed, the one that was produced by J Slick. Unknowingly for me, before all this time, I had an interview with Galaxy TV. You know, there's a section they do for up and coming artists. And after interview you, they will ask you to perform your song. Turn that thing down or just mute that TV. They will ask you to perform your song in the studio all by yourself. They will now make a video of it, like a viral video.
Was that with Jude?
Yes, they've been playing it. Jude, do you know Jude?
Of course, this is my boy.
I remember. I did not forget that name. I remember that name. You know, it was one that lead that program at that point in time. Him and one other very nice Yoruba guy. I can't remember his name. He's a very nice person. He's more like a brother to me. We've not talked in a while. You know, so they've been showing that video, and the video has been. I don't watch TV where we are always on the street. So I didn't know it's been showing. So some people kind of know the song. So immediately, like, I went on that stage, immediately got to that part of Filebe, they started singing. Before I would say, Filebe, Ontimo money moonshe, they would shout, Jeko Abe, and do the one way you sabi. And I saw Baba Keke at the back of the stage saying he was supposed to be an upcoming artist performing. That this time is not for knowing artists. If any artist is for artists, people that don't have video, up and coming artists that nobody knows. And funny enough, this thing was live on AIT. So at that point in time, this thing, they were showing this thing on all, not only Nigeria, Abuja, even London.
Wow.
According to Obake. So I performed, then it was something else. And at that point in time, they had to stop every up and coming from performing.
Because you already changed the...
Because now I raised the bar. So even till now, some people will still come and meet me and say, Baba, say, now let me perform for Kenny's Music Star Fiesta. That time, because I supposed to perform after you, but after you perform, they don't let any other...
Shut it down.
Then, it was not up to 30 minutes. They called Sleazy Lanko Master to come and perform. Then, this is Jaywon again. Bah! And the whole place went crazy again. Like, the whole place went crazy again. And from there, my head started to swell. Like, this is me? Like, this is me? This is me.
Wow.
Baba Ike walked up to me and said, do you have a phone? I said, yes, sir. He said, what is your number? At that point, I be like, say, make ground just open, make her just, you don't understand, like, say, do you know who is standing in front of you? Baba Keke Ogungbe is standing in front of
Shout out to Baba Keke, man. Shout out
you
to
understand?
Baba Keke. I
said, Baba Kenny Ogungbe is standing right in front of you and is asking you for your number. Yeah. He took my number from there. It was shout out to Indidi Godwin. That was the person that collected my number. And then Baba said,
you have 3 minutes more. Can you imagine?
Nice
3 minutes more.
Baba, they did not come. They did not call that day. Second day, 1 week, 2 weeks. My phone. Anybody come here, they pick every call. I know they feel sleep. Every call I'm picking, I'm waiting for this call. They did not give me number now. They don't have anybody's number. They just take my number. I was waiting for this call. Me and shout out to always me and always who were waiting for this call until the day this call came in. And they said, come. Do you know where Kenny's music office is? I said no. So they send the address. That day, me and always, we went to what's that place in Satellite Town again?
We have 3 minutes more, Jaywon. 3 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So to just cut this whole story short, that was how I got signed to Kenny's Music. There's so much that I cannot talk that, I don't cut. But in all these, Sans Sultan, Two Face, Black Face, those are the people, and every day I still give thanks. Muno, rest in peace, Muno, and everybody. I don't miss many, but these are, times that if not be God, if not for God, and the spirit of not giving up, and just that we must, because I knew to be great in this life, it will not come easy. You have to fight. It's a war zone, and you just have to keep fighting.
Absolutely. Ooh, 29 seconds left. Jaywon, man, listen. I could sit down and listen to you all day. Thank you so much, because what we do here, we equip people with practical tools. You've talked about never giving up, resilience. You've talked about self-improvement, season opportunities. All this, just keep going. Thank you so much for coming to Bouqui'S. 8 seconds. Jaywon, we love you. We're rooting for you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.